I pray this bless someone, and I know it will. This ain't gonna be easy all the time for some of us, but stick with it and just know, like, yo, because I had to say that last night and this morning to the God, like, I don't see much lifting. I still feel how I feel, but I know you are who you say you are. So I know in some way this is going to move how you need it to move and play out, but give me the eyes. Give me the eyes to see what you're doing and why you're doing it. Because our ways is not his ways. Our thoughts is not his thoughts. But he always have a plan, and it's always to honor his kingdom. And you know his kingdom and his foundation is set on nothing but goodness for you that he died for we that he died for. He would not abandon you nor forsake you. So on this Thanksgiving, if you don't got your family, if you're away from your family, if you're not talking to them, if you keeping your distance, they hurt you, they betrayed you. Choose this time to feel the joy of the Lord, to know that he got you, he loves you, he sees you, and he's working it out for the greater good of his kingdom. But remember these 3 things that I said to y'all from all these scriptures that he showed me. You do at some point, and I wouldn't even say some point. I will go off of what it says in Genesis chapter 4. Do it right away. Do it quickly. And it said it in Matthew 2. Do it right away. Don't let that thing sit. Take it to the Lord. You have to confess it, this matter, the unforgiveness, the hurt, the pain, the trauma. Confess it. Bring it to the Lord. 2. 3, you're going to have to put in the work. And people are like, oh, we don't have to work. Well, we don't have to work. Nah. Because if you go read Genesis chapter 4, like I just read to y'all with Cain, when he gave Cain instructions about how sin would get a hold of him and start to control him and get the best of him, what did he say to Cain to do? What did he say? He said, you have to subdue that anger, that sin that's knocking. You have to master it. Or it will come get you. It will come get you. So you do have to put in the work. We have to put in the work. But that's the beauty of it, though. You don't have to do it on your own. You can take it to God and ask him to help you do it because you don't know how to do it or you don't want to do it. Some of us real mad talk don't want to do it. Okay. But don't let the anger and hurt and trauma of what somebody did to you cause you to get your name blotched out in the book of life. Don't do that. And to be actually dishonoring the Lord, or cause you to be in disobedience to the Lord, because what it says about disobedience is just as wicked as witchcraft. Isn't that wild? Because what somebody else did to you and you won't do your part, you're now looking like wicked. You're looking wicked to the Lord. Don't do that. Don't do that. So these are some things to keep in your mind. But hey, you got breath in your lungs. You got life. Focus on the goodness of the Lord today. Don't focus on what they did. Don't focus on the hurt. Don't focus on, oh, my family done did this or they abandoned me or I don't know my family done. Look, you got Christ. Read his word today. Put on some worship music. Go to KFC, y'all. And I am not here to give no, you know what I'm saying? Because this is not an ad, but that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't feel like cooking this year. Go to KFC, get you like, a Thanksgiving little feast and make it happen, Captain. And just find ways to make everything joyous. Because you have the joy of the Lord. That's one of the fruits of the Spirit. And I'm living. So though I may be mad, though I may be upset and hurt and feeling a ton of emotions towards my family, as I know a lot is, as a believer of Christ who walks with the Lord, even if you don't walk with the Lord, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's for you too. Still, put your eyes upon the Lord in Colossians, like I said, set your mind on heavenly things always and not earthly things. So when things is hazy, things is trying to get you in your feelings or get you real captivated about what's going on, that's for a reason. It's to get you away from your purpose. It's to get you to fall into sin, because one sin will turn into other sins, and it will turn into a big sin thing in all these different areas. I'm telling you, it's like a trickle effect. When you leave that crack over, it's a trickle effect. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. We too great for that. We're too powerful for that, because we have Christ in us. We're not obligated to do evil. We're not obligated to stay in sin. We're not obligated to stay in unforgiveness. It's a process for some, yes, but don't just stay there. Do your 3 parts. So like I always say, while I'm over here doing mine and I'm learning to enjoy my Thanksgiving the way I'm going to, without family being around me again another year, but no hate, none of that. I just need to work with me and the Lord on really truly forgiving some individuals. And I know I'm just not in a place right now to be around other certain people. And because the flesh be fleshing. And don't be thinking you were just so great and mighty in the Christ that, I can go and be around. If you know yourself and you know how you are, and I'm going to lend this to somebody, you know how you are, talking to you. If you have an ounce of feeling like the Lord or something is telling you, the Holy Spirit, that's the Holy Spirit, saying you need to stay back home or stay away from, that may be just a nudge that the Lord is trying to give you so you can not go somewhere and go sin, because some families is fighting today. Some are physically fighting. Some are spiritually fighting with their words and cursing each other and disrespecting each other. Come up amongst them, the Lord said. It's so many scriptures in here that talks about how the family will be divided, how the family will go up against family members, the family members will reject you. That it's in there. Now, don't spew hate, don't do all that other stuff, but it is maybe an opportunity that the Lord is trying to keep you back so he can reserve you and keep working on you and working on your heart, so it won't be more damage brought upon you. So you won't open a door to sin in other areas in your life. This is protection. And if somebody come in your family and try to make you feel that you need to go to a dinner today, or they try to make you feel like, gaslight you, kind of play on your emotions, guilt trip you, hey, know your boundaries and get off the phone. Yeah? Know your boundaries and get off the phone. Know your boundaries and get off the phone. When things are starting to go left, don't you sit there and try to advocate for yourself and try to, let me explain, let me da-da-da-da. That's when it's going to go left. That's when it's going to go bad for you. I'm telling you, like it says in Matthew chapter 7, verse 6, don't waste what is holy on people who are unholy. Don't throw your pearls to pigs. They will trample the pearls, then turn and attack you. That'd be our problem. That's been my problem. You stayed too long trying to explain yourself. You staying too long trying to tell them why you don't want to come to something that the Lord told you don't to go to. The Lord told you don't attend to, or even the Lord is allowing you to choose and just don't want to. Not out of anger, not out of madness, but even maybe out of anger or madness, but come from amongst them. You don't want to backtrack this year. You don't want to fall back into fighting somebody or disrespecting somebody or getting hurt or rejected again. That ain't your portion. You good on that. You've been there. You done that. I know what's there. Why? Why be in a reprobated mind? I know what's there. I know what y'all doing. I'm going to send prayers for y'all and that it actually go well this year for y'all. And you ain't got to explain to nobody nothing of why, like, hey, I got to work with the Lord on forgiving y'all. Or I got to work on the Lord. Like, they don't hear that. Some don't. Like, that's really in that, like, not walking with Christ, or they may just reject you or still don't like you. Especially if God is not their foundation, the Lord, they're not hearing you. You're literally casting your pearls. You're just throwing them away. You might as well just go in your bank account and give your money out at this point.